In this video, we'll be reviewing how to use the run1 GWAS flexible step1.sh script for the ENIGMA-3 GWAS protocol. This script is used to create PET and DAT files using the files prepared in the run0 script. We'll assume that you're working on a Linux machine in the base directory called E3 and that you have already downloaded the association scripts. At this point, your data should have been imputed to 1000 genomes. For this analysis, we have created modified versions of the association programs mock2qtl and Merlin. Please use these versions and not previous versions on your system. Open run1 GWAS flexible step1.sh and make changes to the following lines. Again, run directory is where the Enigma association scripts are stored, and rbin is the full path to your R binary. These paths should be the same as what they were in the run0 E3 GWAS format script. CSV file is the full path to the hm3 mds2r.mds.csv file, the output from the MDS analysis. Combined ROI table file is the full path to the CSV file where your phenotypes and covariates are stored after running the run0 E3 GWAS format script. The next variables store information about the covariate coding used. Age column header and sex column header are the column headers for the age and sex covariates. Male indicator is what the males in the sex column are coded as, for example, M, 1, or 2. Set the patients variable to 1 if your sample has patients, and 0 if it does not. PET-DAT-dir is the full path of the output directory for the PET and DAT file outputs. This folder will be created for you. Set the related variable to 1 if your sample has related subjects and 0 if it does not. In this video, our data will consist of only unrelated subjects. In this next section, only change the variables that are relevant to your sample. If your samples are unrelated, then the relevant variables are mock2qtldl, run mockdir, and local fam file. Only change the first two variables, mock2qtldl and run mockdir, if you know what you're doing. Since your sample is unrelated, the variable local fam file should be kept as none. If your sample has related subjects, then the relevant variables are local fam file, merlindl, and merlin directory. Local fam file is the path to the local.fam file outputted during the genetic imputation step. Only change the next two variables, merlindl and merlin directory, if you know what you're doing. As mentioned previously in this video, please remember to use the modified versions of mock2qtl and merlin that we have created for you. Once you're done editing run1 GWAS flexible step1.sh, run the script and wait for it to finish. Make sure that mock2qtl and merlin are compiled correctly. If you see an error at this step, this may indicate that mock2qtl or merlin was compiled incorrectly. If so, please contact your sysadmin or email us at enigma3helpdesk@gmail.com. The output of the script will be in the directory that you specified for the PET-DAT-dir variable. The text printed on your console may be different depending on whether or not your data contains patients or controls. If your data contains both patients and controls, your output should look something like this. If your data contains only patients, your output should look something like this instead. If you have any questions, please follow the link to our Google group in the description below.